Hey everyone, welcome back to 5-Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Today we're going to look at a couple things. We're going to look at Bitcoin, and we're going to look at some alt stuff and why I think alts are moving right now, and also the DXY. The DXY is important for crypto. As it's going up, crypto's usually stalled out or going down, and as it's falling, crypto's usually on the rise. So what's going on with the DXY now? What's Bitcoin doing now? And what I think is coming in the not so distant future. So if you liked the video today, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Twitter, Telegram, Patreon. Everything can be found in the link below. And let's get right to it. Link on, or excuse me, link on the what if I always on my mind. DXY is. Let's look back in history to see what is going on now, and then we'll show you what's happening. So previous last September 2020, when we really started moving up a little bit, right? We started creeping up. If you go back, we'll look at it in just a moment. So the DXY, look at this. When we late September last year, the DXY failed to get above previous support. It became resistance. Usually that happens. Usually your previous big level support, oftentimes when you come back to retest it to the upside, it acts as resistance. And as you can see here, pretty strong resistance. So it tried to do it and started falling down. And what happened to crypto? We started rising. Let's go look at Bitcoin in October of 2020, and I'll show you what I mean. October of 2020, right when that DXY was falling, look what we started doing. This is when Bitcoin started its massive run. Do you see this? Okay, now let's go back and look. So before that, September 2020, late September, that's when we had kind of this fall down in the DXY. This is when alts really started moving. Okay, the DXY, this was the pause, and Bitcoin kind of started moving a little bit. As we come back up here, this is when we really start making our parabolic move as the DXY kind of capitulates here and just stays below the 21-day moving average for a prolonged period of time. Okay, fast forward to today. Where are we now? Well, we have another kind of local area here we're watching right here above roughly 93.5. We don't want to get above that, but as you can see, even shorter time frame, we have almost a double top. That is not a good sign for the DXY. It is a great sign for crypto. That's likely why this right here today is why you're seeing a lot of coins continuing their move over the past few days, right? Even though the DXY has been going up, this was the caution flag, right? If we would have made another higher high here, we were watching this level. If we break this, crypto would likely be sent way back down to the downside. We could still do this, right? This could be just a temporary pause in the DXY. If we have a continuation like this to the upside, and you see us come up and then bounce and then hit this on the DXY, crypto's probably going back down lower. However, there's signs that maybe we're not doing that at all. And in fact, quite the opposite. Maybe we're due for a double top and a continuation down the stairs from the DXY, and a more explosive move out of crypto is coming in the not so distant future. So let's go back and look at Bitcoin. Let's put on the weekly chart. Let's go back and look at our 2020-ish move for the fall. Notice right here when Bitcoin was above its 21-week EMA, 20-week SMA, we can do both if you'd like. They're about the same right here, right? So when Bitcoin, notice where we are now. This is why we're going over this. We're probably somewhere in this level now. It's looking very similar in a lot of different aspects. Okay, so when right here, these next few weeks, when Bitcoin was kind of just above the 20-week SMA, the 21 EMA, and it was just not making these moves, altcoins were running harder than Bitcoin, as we're starting to see right now today. However, after Bitcoin went up to, let's say, 11K, and we got a temporary pullback to, if I could get the tool to work, you got to have the right tool selected, right? You don't want to be drawing. So our peak right here to 11K, we came back about 8 to 10% to retest that. Let me zoom in here for you. I feel like it's a little bit farther away. So even though this doesn't look like much, look at this top here. buttons. About 10%, we came back and tested that 20-week band right here. After we did that, then Bitcoin takes back over the market. Dominance rises, Bitcoin regains control, and alts are not moving as much. Alts moving a bunch when Bitcoin's holding solid levels without making these kind of moves. 13% weekly moves. Altcoins have trouble keeping up. Bitcoin's doing, a few percent moves. There's a less than a 1%. There's a 5%. Then down, up 6%, until we start getting these kind of moves, 10+% moves weekly from Bitcoin. Altcoins can still move. This is kind of what I'm waiting on now. I don't know how far this rally will go. Maybe it goes up to these previous local candles up in here. That would probably be my guess. So are we going to get stopped out soon around 47K, right? Or here? Or are we going to come up to these candles around 48, 49, 50K? Who knows? But at some point, we have to come back and test these levels, as we often do in numerous occasions in Bitcoin's history. After it initially comes up, it comes back. Once we hold support, it's not guaranteed that we do hold it, right? We could just come back up here, hit this. We don't even have to come up this high. This could be the top right now, and we could come back down and just come all the way back down here, right? So don't put all your eggs in one basket just yet. We're not out of the woods just yet, but the signs are there that we are moving the ship back the other way. We just got to hope we're not the Titanic ship and we're going to hit an iceberg. This is the iceberg scenario here. That's what we do not want, if you can put that together. What we do would want is, good grammar, maybe a brief come up here, we come back, we hold this, right? The lines are moving up over time, the bands are coming together, we bounce off of that, and if you see this occur, then that is where Bitcoin will likely take back over the market. The dominance will rise. That would be much more evidence that this move is coming, right? This is where you want to be in Bitcoin. You want to be in Bitcoin because it's the biggest ship to carry you to the stratosphere. Once you're in the stratosphere, aka this level, aka 80K, 100K, those kind of levels, and we have more of a chill out, recognize this area, this is when alts were booming again. This is when Bitcoin booms, when Bitcoin just hangs out and it's still bullish above this band here. That is when alts can boom. However, the initial launch into space towards the moon is where you want to be heavily invested in Bitcoin. That's why alts are moving now. I think we're probably rhyming with something September, potentially, right? We still always have the bear scenario. Nothing's for certain in crypto but uncertainty. So don't get super excited just yet. We're not out of the woods yet. Once we hold this band, hopefully, in the next couple weeks, right? This is not the next 4 minutes. Next couple weeks, if we come up to 48, 50K, come back down, we want to hold this band just like here. We want to come up and hold this. So a 10% retest right now at this level, how far would it be? I'm glad you asked. Let's do a 10% move down if I can get the damn tool to work. All right, so a 10% down now, it'd be 12% to the band. So maybe if we wait a little bit, or depending on when we go up, right? Let's say we go up to these previous candles. Let's get our cursor going. And then say we drop 10% there. That would take us back to 44K if we go up to 49K. So I would guess, a perfect scenario in my eyes would be, test these candles right in here, these previous kind of support levels before a big drop. That is currently wherever this one, this closed at, you can see up the top here. That's what these mean if you don't know. Open, high, low, close. This closed at 49.1. So maybe we go to 49K, right? Go back, retest the support band. If we hold that, that is where I will be personally converting a decent majority of my altcoins back to Bitcoin. Not because I think Bitcoin's the best. Bitcoin's I'm not becoming a Bitcoin maxi, all right? I got the damn Chainlink sign. I'm still a Chainlink believer. I'm also a ROI believer, return on investment, okay? You want to have, we're all here to make money. So if you're here to make money, wouldn't you want to be in the whatever ROI ship is going to lead us to said gains, right? This is where ROI is max right here, the initial launch phase of Bitcoin into the stratosphere. Then once you're in the stratosphere, then you can hop ships to whatever altcoin ship you'd like to take to the moon, okay? But this initial launch, if we get it, after we bounce, come back down here and bounce, this bounce is where you're going to want to be in Bitcoin. Because also, what I want to get to here is this level. Once you see Bitcoin above 60K, right? 60K, these candles, closing candle, 59,985. Once you see Bitcoin clear this level and hold as support or just blast through it, this is where the fireworks will come into play. That will not be the top, right? We might get rejected the first time, come back down and fizzle with it, or, you know, whatever. Once we clear this with conviction, it's game over. We're gonna do another one of these moves. We'll probably be in this phase here, right? This initial phase will get us back to 60, 65K, something like that. This phase right here is where we're gonna go to 100K, right here. And it'll happen quick, just like this happened. This was a 22% move. This candle, 12% move. This candle, 26%. That's 4 weeks in a row, just constant obliteration to the rest of the market. This is what you want to be on Bitcoin for, this move. The tidal wave move. Then this is where altcoins start really exploding. After Bitcoin gets up in this area, maybe we see something similar to this. Maybe we have a super blow off top like 2017, right? Let me remove all the Picasso drawings. Let's go back and look at 2017 and what happened, right? This is a true blow off top, right? We didn't get that this time. We had a super run up, but no tests of the 21-week EMA ever. That's dangerous signs, right? That's why we had our big drop. This is unsustainable. Think of a building. You have no supports on a building. How long is it going to stand? Not long, right? Look at this. Look at 2017. Maybe some of you were not around for this. Look at all the supports it had. That's why it can continue to do these super runs. It had so much support and build. Lift off, come back, support, test, build. Lift off, come back, support, test, build. Come back, support, test, build again. Support test, build again. Support test, build again. Look at these. This is how you maintain super bullish momentum. You have these big tests. That's why we could not quite do that blow off top that a lot of people kind of expected 100K here. This time, we're probably going to get it when this does happen. I'm not saying we're getting ready to do that, but it's a possibility. We have to first watch for the retest of this band, right? We want to, whenever we come back down, keep this in mind. If we go up, if we retrace now, we just got to hold this 20-week. I hope we go up a little bit further and kind of just go up in this area, come back down, maybe towards the 1st of September, another month from now or something like that. That way, both of these lines can get kind of very similar, kind of like we got back in here. Back in here. This is when our big move happened. We had our initial run up like this, come back, hold it. Another run up, come back and hold it. That's what you want to look for. Until we're holding this support band, both of these lines as support, we're still on high alert. I know it's fun right now. We're getting excited. Everyone's getting excited. It's exciting times. I'm with you. But I'm here also to keep you level-headed, right? I've been in the market a long time. I've been through all of this. I came in roughly right in this area as the dumb money. It was pretty easy to make money when, Bitcoin's doing that. This is rough. This is when I invested in myself, invest in my education, and then this is where you can learn. When you're not making money, it's easy just to quit, like a lot of people do. Crypto is too important to the future of the world to give up on it. So if you've lost money right now, it's okay. I've lost my life savings twice. It's okay. You'll make it. You can do it. Stay patient. Keep learning. I'm here to help you. That's why I'm making these videos. I'm here to combat all the moon boy hype boys that try to sell you lies and just are here to make money for them. I have nothing to promote or shill you ever. Just education. That's all. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. Help me help you. And we'll make it together. All right? So stay tuned. Thumbs up if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Follow us, Twitter, Telegram, Patreon if you haven't already. I'm here to help you. I'll see you in the not so distant future on our next video. Thank you so much.